Yo. That's gonna be really hard to edit. Hold up. Almost fucking, almost fucking broke my ribs. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Flashy J in the flesh. As y'all can tell by the title of this video and the attire, know what I mean? We here to talk about Demon Slayer Mugen Train, the new movie that just dropped April 23rd. Almost said like 45th or some dumb shit. April 23rd, 2021. Today is 25th. I went to go see it earlier with my dog Paris. In 4 short words to describe that shit was fucking flames. When I say that shit was flames, literally flames. Picking up where we left off, where Tanjiro gets brought into the Demon Slayer's headquarters. I forgot the name of the actual group, know what I mean? Yeah, he got taken into the Demon Slayer's headquarters, and they were like, what the fuck? You got a demon sister? Tried to smoke her shit. You know what I mean? Y'all, if y'all watch the anime, y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that went. But it was sent on a mission to investigate the random disappearances of people that are taking the Mugen train. Man, where was I? So yeah, we start off our 3 lovable characters, Tanjiro and Inosuke, and accompanied alongside him is my personal favorite. He's been my personal favorite since I first seen him on the screen at the end of season 1. My boy Kyojuro, the fucking GOAT. He's a Hashira, meaning like he's one of the, you know, the big dogs of the Demon Slayers, you know what I mean? Sensei type shit. Like, he brings people up with him, you know what I mean? So he's on the train too. So, you know, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke, they get on the train, you know, they talking to him, and he's like, he's a cool ass nigga. Like, I really thought he was gonna be like some arrogant ass man. He was a cool ass nigga, bro. From the very first sentence, like, he never like dissed them and like, you weakling, you can't fuck with me, or no bullshit like that. Like, bro, he was really like that ass, like big bro, and like, you know what I mean? If you watch the movie, you saw how like they were treating him, how they started calling him big bro, you know what I mean? They had a little happy moment. But real anime heads know, if you're watching an anime and it's too happy, bro, you know what's about to happen next. You know what's about to happen next. The ticket guy punched their tickets, and off rip, I knew he was a op. Just from his face. They didn't show his eyes. If they don't show a anime character's eyes, then he's up to no good. Like, get him out of there. So the ticket guy punching holes in their tickets, it turns out that's what triggered putting them into a deep sleep. And each of their dreams, they're in like their ideal situation, so like what they want the most. Kyojuro was with his family, and Tanjiro was with his family. All of his family, even the ones who died. And that is when that shit started to hit me, bruh. I was like, oh, no. Like, damn, bro, he really not gonna want to leave this. So Nezuko, because she wasn't putting in a deep sleep, she leaves her box and sees that Tanjiro is asleep, and she headbutts the fucking fuck out of him with her blood burning the rope that was around Tanjiro's wrist, allowing him to escape the genjutsu. Let's just go ahead and put it out there, genjutsu. We're gonna call it the damn genjutsu. The kids were bound to each of the heroes using some like dream rope made by Enma, which allows them to freelance in their dreams to escape the dream realm and enter their soul, where they can destroy their soul and kill them for good. Tanjiro was the only one to fully escape the trance due to Nezuko. But Kyojuro, this man literally, while still asleep, detects the boy in his dream and chokes the shit out of him in the dream. And it cuts to real life, and he's choking the shit out of the boy in real life too, while still sleeping. He's like choking the shit out of him, like choking the fuck out that man. So I'm like, bro, this man's crazy. He sleep choking that man like that. The final thing that helped Tanjiro escape was his father appearing. His fucking pops. His pops appeared and told him to escape, he has to cut something. And when he says that, I'm like, what the fuck? He gotta go find the boy and kill him. So Tanjiro then takes the blade to his own neck. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And he kills himself, and he wakes up out of the sleep. I'm like, bro, I can't be playing like that, bruh. Tanjiro then, he's awake. So Tanjiro wakes up, notices shit ain't right, and that's where he runs into Enma, the main demon behind all the mysterious disappearances of the passengers. as the 4 heroes were sleeping, he was standing on top of the train waiting for some shit to pop off. So Tanjiro and Enma see each other, and of course they get into it. Tanjiro's using his moves and shit. It's looking like a good fight, and then all of a sudden, Enma uses their sleep powers again. And it's like sleep. You just type shit like. That's how effective his moves were. And he kept using it on Tanjiro, but Tanjiro escaped the trances every single time. How? You guessed it. This man killed himself every time Enma hit him with that deep sleep move. I'm saying, like, he was like, sleep. And Tanjiro like, like, bro, it was just like that. So that means he's just like slicing his, like, shank. Sleep, shank. Sleep, shank. Like, he's literally like killing himself over and over and over again. Over and over and over again within the span of like 10 seconds, bro. And it's like beautifully animated and everything. I'm just staring at the screen like, I don't even have time to think right now. Like, it's so much going on, literally busting out new moves while we're still trying to digest the old ones. Like, bro, it's getting wild. So Tanjiro ends up slicing this man's head off, and I'm like, yeah, he did it. Still an hour left in the show though. So I'm like, I start doing math. I'm like, this can't be good. Something bad is about to happen right now. And before I can even like get those thoughts in one ear out the other, my guy, let me just explain. Enma, the form that he took, the form of a man, like just a normal like person looking thing. So his head is like, his head's on the ground and then his body's over here. This man's head grows demon flesh and he becomes like this one big ass tentacle, and he's just like a head. He's like a big ass tentacle talking shit. Like he's not afraid of or anything. Like he never lost confidence. And the man morphed with the entire fucking train, bro. And I'm just like, and all of this happened within like 2 minutes, bro. So I'm just like, fucking God. Like I'm sitting over here about to explode, bro. Literally. So he takes the form of the entire train, and now the entire train is his vessel. Like he still has a soul within the train, but the train is now him. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? I knew shit was about to get worse. So Tanjiro tries to find the others and shit. Tanjiro is just like so confused. He like, bro, Enma's gone. Like the train is just like engulfed in like demon flesh now, and Enma's gone. So he's just like super confused. He's in the train fighting off endless fucking tentacles and shit. He doesn't even have time to think. He runs and Kyodro fucking like, bro, he did like a Zenitsu, like that lightning dash move he does, but he did it like times 10, my nigga. Like he went through like 4 train cars with one move and killed all the tentacles in that motherfucker. I was like, bruh. So he like ends up in front of Tanjiro and he's like, bro, go kill Enma. What are you doing? He's like, I don't know where he is. And he's like, every demon has a neck, train or not. Demon, train, whatever. It got a neck somewhere. Tanjiro was like, all right, I'll go find the neck. So he goes to the front of the train. Of course, that's where the fucking neck is. But as they're about to slice the neck, the fucking train starts like fighting back. Literally, like, it starts regenerating. Like basically the head of the train regenerates faster than any other part of the train they fought so far. So it's like so much harder now. It's a small ass space, like probably size of, you can't see it, size of fucking like bathroom. Picture the front of a train. That's what they were fighting in. So they're just fighting non-stop tentacles, fighting non-stop fucking tentacles. And out of nowhere, Enma, still as a train, starts spawning eyeballs in the middle of the flesh. So like Tanjiro's fighting and then boom, an eyeball spawns in front of him and he's like, so he has to start killing himself all over again. But at this point, bro, like he's in the middle of his attack, so he's like doing it ultra fast. He's like slice, 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 and it's like, bro, he's like, and it's so crazy because like he's killing himself. He's killing himself. That shit's crazy to me. Like that shit was wild. Like, you know how much willpower you must have to keep killing yourself, bro? To keep killing yourself over and over, to go back to a reality where you're fighting, to escape a reality in which all of your family members are alive. Like, bro, you know how much willpower you have to have, bro? That shit was like I wanted to get up and just start hollering like, ah! But some lady decided to sit behind me in Paris, even though like we was all the way in the back. So that was like weird. But anyway, yeah, they end up slicing his neck off and the train fucking flips and it's like a big ass fucking crash. Tanjiro falls off. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in the middle of them fighting the tentacles, the train conductor, who was already up there when they got up there, this man still committed to the mission, stabs Tanjiro in the stomach. That little ass fucking dagger. But like, bro, he like it was enough to injure him. I'm just like, bro, like why did you do that? Like, bro, we're literally fighting the man who has you enslaved. Why would you do that to me? So he stabs Tanjiro, and I'm just like, bro, like, I wanted to slap the shit out of that nigga. I was tight. Little after the crash, they find Tanjiro, they find everybody, everyone's good. Then they cut to Enma having his final words. That was super satisfying. He was just a pile of fucking demon flesh dirt, just talking shit like, how the fuck I lose? Oh my gosh, I'm trash. Am I trash? The upper demons, I can never make it to the upper ranks this week. And he's just like, I should have at least killed Tanjiro. And he starts trying to reach for Tanjiro, and he doesn't make it. He dies. I'm like, yes. Still 40 minutes left in the film, though. Out of fucking nowhere. Boom, nigga. A fucking nice ass fucking demon, lightning fast. He got stripes all over his body. His eyes are fucking yellow as fuck with Japanese words on them. He has a shortcut. He's lightning fast. He has Goku, Ultra Instinct, fucking long range punches, invisible punches. I'm just like, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I'm talking about out of nowhere. Like literally everybody's in the theater literally getting like peaceful vibes, and then it's just like boom, bro, pop out, tries to like, and Kyojuro, he links up with Tanjiro and stuff, and then that's when it happened. So dude just like, he spawns, like he's so fucking quick. It's like 2 frames. He's like, his fist is like this close to Tanjiro's brain, bro. Like he's ready to bust his juice. Tanjiro is injured, so he's on the ground like helpless. Kyojuro saved him, but it's like, bro, that was it. Like that first attack was ridiculous. So Kyojuro is the only one capable of fighting him. We're getting our final fucking battle between Kyojuro, the Flame Hashira, and his name is Azaka. As soon as I hear that his name is Azaka, bro, I know he's a stud. I know he's a stud. Like, I don't know about somebody named Azaka. I just know. Like, oh fuck. So they start fighting, and it's like so fucking fast that like we're looking at it from Tanjiro's perspective, and it's just like a bunch of lines flying all over the place and sparks flying and shit. I'm just like, bro, oh my god, bro. I'm talking about the fights hitting like non-stop, like 2 minutes straight, like just straight hands. And then, oh my god, Kyojuro actually got hit. And me and Paris was just like, like, we thought for sure Kyojuro was finna wax this man, wash this man, rinse this man, whatever you want to call it. Like, we just knew for sure he was about to rinse this man. So, you know, they come together, they throw their little simultaneous strike, and then they separate. Then it turns out that Kyojuro's fucking bleeding. We think Azaka's bleeding, and then it turns out it's Kyojuro bleeding from his fucking stomach. And we just like, no. So Kyojuro starts concentrating on his breathing to stop the bleeding. This is something he told Tanjiro to do after the train crash. So we see him start to do that. As he's doing that, Azaka's like, bro, just become a demon, bro. You're so fucking strong. Imagine how strong you could be if you were a demon, bro. You could live for centuries. This whole time you've been fucking me up. Oh yeah, that's another thing, bro. He's like regenerative as fuck, bro. Like, I'm talking about like from the beginning of the fight, Kyojuro was like, bro, he was handling him the whole time. But it's like he literally sliced his hand down, his arm down the middle, and he was just like, and it was fixed. I was like, oh no, he's not gonna beat him. I was like, bro, there's no way he's gonna beat him. I was like, bro, there's no way. Fast forward, now Kyojuro's bleeding, trying to get himself together. Zaka's talking his shit, and then he just stops talking, and then it's just like 10 seconds of Kyojuro breathing. Then he just stops, and then boom, nigga, I'm talking about, bruh, this man engulfs in flames. Like, I'm talking about, he literally like bruh, he looked like a fucking superhero, bruh. Like, oh my god, I was so excited, bruh. Like, I wanted to bust out in tears and excitement, bruh. Like, that shit was crazy. You won't feel how like serious I am till you see that man, bruh. That man looked so fucking cool, bruh. I'm just like, oh my god, he might actually do it. He might actually kill Azaka. He's charging up. It's all like cool and shit. It's all like emotional. He's like, let your soul burn. Or he said something like that along those lines. You know, I was so into it. Like words were not even like hitting my brain. I'm just like so like amazed at what like my eyeballs are witnessing. So he pulls out his 9th fucking ninth form, bro. He whipped out the ninth form Goku, bro. He had only used like first, second, and third form this entire movie. This man whips out ninth form. I'm like, yo, he's dead. He's dead. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That man was not dead, bro. This man, Azaka, pulls out his own bag, calls that shit ultimate destructive death annihilation. Yes, I had to read that shit. It's like, we're finally watching The Last Stand. They're both charging up their ults. Kildro's on the verge of death. Azaka, I don't know. He a bitch. And now we're just watching like the two strongest people we have seen in the show, other than Michael Jackson. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But now we're like watching the two strongest niggas in the entire show fight, except Michael Jackson. And it's like, bro, that shit turns to like 3D, and it's like, bro, that shit was like so many bright ass colors. Like Kildro literally turned into a dragon for a second, and then they finally clash, and the whole fucking battlefield exploded, bro. Like Tanjiro and Inosuke is in the back looking like. Smoke clears, we see that Azaka has his elbow deep, like literally elbow deep in Kildro's fucking stomach. And we're just like, no. That took my soul, bro. Like I was so hyped for that moment. Then the smoke cleared and we see Kildro's the only one hurt, my nigga. I mean, no, actually, Kildro sliced that man down his body, but he's ultra regenerative, so that did nothing to him. Kildro then takes the knife out and tried to slice him in his neck with Azaka's arm still in his stomach, like literally still in his stomach. Tries to slice him in his neck, and he does. He chips it a little bit, and he's like, the sword is now in his neck, not even like halfway through his neck at this right now, but it's in his neck, and I'm just like, oh, it might happen, it might happen, it might happen. So Kildro has a flashback of him and his mom, where he asks his mom, what's the purpose of this life shit? And his mom was like, just use your gifts to help others. When you do that, you'll know happiness. And that motivated Kildro enough to, with Azaka's arm still all the way in his stomach, he takes the sword out of his chest and tried to slice him in his neck. And he does. It gets in there. I'm talking about in there, like it's in there. And then Azaka tries to throw a punch back, and then Kildro blocks it and puts the blade even more in his neck. I'm just like, oh my god. And it's like, bro, this is the most intense, shit I've watched this year, bro. I'm just like, they're both screaming at each other. They're both the most powerful people we've seen in the anime. We both know, like, everyone in that theater knew one of them was gonna die. We had watched so much fighting leading up to this moment. It's just like, bro, it was so intense. Azaka is like, fuck this, bro. I gotta get my arm out of there. So he tries to pull his arm out of Kildro, and Kildro's using the same concentrated breathing technique that he used to stop his bleeding. He's now using it to keep Azaka stuck inside of his stomach, bro. I was like, oh my god. And he's like bleeding all out his mouth. It's blood all on him. It's blood all on Azaka. I'm just like, bro, this is like a really gritty ass scene, bro. It was worth it, bro. Like it was worth all the leading up to it, bro. It was amazing. So Tanjiro and Inosuke decide, like, bro, we can't watch no more. This is our chance. So Kildro's sword halfway in Azaka's neck. Tanjiro and Inosuke attack, but as they're about to attack, like right as they're about to attack, Azaka detaches his arms, like literally like rips them hoes off just so they can't attack him, and like basically ran away. This man ran away. In his defense, it was because the sun was about to come up. The sunrise, like as they were like about to kill each other, that's when the sun started to rise. So as he is like detached himself, the sun was like dead as right on the horizon. So he had to run. So with Kildro's sword still in his neck, he takes off into the forest, and Tanjiro, enraged, goes to like where he ran to and like throws the fuck out his sword, like throws that shit like a fucking football, and that shit hits him in his fucking back. But this is Azaka we're talking about, so he just rips Kildro's sword out of his neck, throws that shit, takes Tanjiro's sword out of his neck and throws that shit. And at this point, Tanjiro is tight, bro, like mad as fuck. I like, bro, like I haven't heard like such good rage voice acting in so long. Like there's good, and then it's like amazing to the point like you're angry now. Like you just watching him yell, like you just like Like you feel every fucking word he's saying. He basically like, you a bitch. Take from your ass back. Come back, nigga. You always talking that shit. You was talking that shit. Now you wanna fucking run? Come back, nigga. Come back. Bro, it was so passionate. And it was so hard to watch. And he escaped, bro. That man escaped. That man escaped, bro. And Tanjiro just starts bawling tears, bro. Bawling tears. The second he realizes he's gone, that Azaka's gone, he just starts bawling tears. I'm like, bro. Like, bro, I don't know how I didn't cry. No, I'll tell you. It was one funny moment after this that saved me from crying. So Tanjiro and Kyojuro have their final words. Tanjiro kneels in front of him. And Kyojuro tells Tanjiro to take a trip to his home, where he'll find notes about the flame swordsman of the past that Kyojuro himself didn't even read. If you saw how powerful he was in this movie without those notes, imagine Tanjiro with those notes, bruh. And I just instantly got excited. I was like, oh shit, Tanjiro finna be real as fuck in this next movie or this next season. And Tanjiro is just like, he just watch him talk and he's just like stunned by the fact that this man's actually about to die, bro. And he was like, he's been a real nigga since the beginning. He was a real nigga since the beginning of the show. He was giving people advice. He was giving them advice. He was like, y'all can be my underlings. That's fine. He was like, it won't no like fuck nigga vibes, bro. Like he was dead ass a real ass nigga from the jump, bro. And it's like now we're just watching him slowly die. Like we're literally watching him say his final words, and the blood spill under him is like it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's just like, bro, it's so emotional, bro. After Azaka escaped, the whole vibe turned to straight emotions, bro. I'm talking about you could feel it in the theater, you could feel it in the show. It's just like a shift, bro. I started hearing sniffles, like, bro. I started hearing sniffles in the crowd. So then they're talking. Kyojuro also gives Tanjiro the blessing of letting Nezuko join the Demon Slayer Corps due to her going crazy defending the passengers. When Enma merged with the train, Kyojuro saw that and was like, "Yeah, she got to join the Demon Corps. She a real nigga." And he told Tanjiro that, and it made him so happy. He started crying even more. I was like, "Ah." And this is when Kyojo's mom appears again. The first time it was after Azaka punched him in the stomach, not where he got stuck, but the first time she appears, telling him like, basically assuring him like, you did good. You can rest in peace now. In the flashback, his mom told him to use his gifts to protect others, and that's exactly what he did. No one on that train died. Like no one died except him. Out of 200 people that were on that train, no one died, bro. As his mom tells him that, he just smiles. He starts to lean over, and he dies, standing up on his knees, but leaning with a smile on his face. And the tears start to roll out from everyone. This is where like I started I was hearing like straight sniffles in the whole row. I'm hearing people like clear their throat. It's getting wild. And then Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu they just they just stop and just start crying, bruh. That shit was so wild. And then the one thing that saved me was Inosuke dragging Tanjiro by his neck and saying, well, "What's the point of all this crying? We gotta get stronger. Remember, you gotta kill that Azaka guy. Train with me now." And he's just like he's saying this all while crying, probably the hardest out of all three of them. He's saying this like, stop all that crying shit, and he's crying the most. And like that's probably the first time we've seen him cry ever. So it's like it was such an emotional scene. And then him like being Inosuke and trying to get Tanjiro to train with him right that second is the only thing that stopped me from crying, bro. The only thing that stopped me from crying, because I laughed at that shit. That was that was like it was so beautiful. Like all the writing in the show was so beautiful. I feel like everything you saw had a purpose. There was no bullshit. Like, and then a bird that saw Kyojuro die also was crying. A fucking crow that happened to be up there started crying when he saw that shit, and he went to go tell all the other Hashiras that Kyodro died, and some of them cried, some of them simply did not believe that shit. It was just so emotional, bro. Like, everyone was just sitting there crying, and then you look up and see a bird, and the bird had a tear in his eye too. I was like, bro. That's when Inosuke did that shit that made me laugh. And it's like, bro, if it weren't for that, bro, I was about to lose it, bro. My face was getting tingly. Y'all know that feeling when y'all nose get all tingly and our eyes get tingly and shit? That was me, bro. I was like them Jays was ready to fall. That's how the film is. And it's just like, I can't be mad, but it's just like, I'm so sad that my second favorite character is gone. Like, of course Tanjiro is my favorite, but like now, like my favorite character other than Tanjiro is gone. And it's like, bro, I was sick, bro, but I was happy at the same time because no one got hurt. Like, he did not die in vain, bro, at all. And I was just like, wow, like he went out a real nigga, bro. And I was just like, damn. I couldn't do nothing but just say damn. But it was such a good movie, bro. It was such a good fucking movie, bro. Oh, that shit was such a good movie. I cannot wait until the next Demon Slayer season comes out, cause I'm in there like swimwear. I'm glad I went. I had so much fun. That was my first anime movie as well, like actually going in theaters. So it was just such a different experience. It was so amazing, bro. I recommend all of you guys go see that. Especially if you watch this video before going to see the movie, you're kind of stupid. But it's okay. I ain't gonna judge you. We sat through the credits. There was nothing after the credits. He died. The end. I was like, fuck. He was so cool, bro. Like, I can't iterate enough how cool this man Kyodro was, bro. From the drip to the hair to the eyes to the mannerism to everything, bro. To everything, bro. To his morals, to the way he treated others, the way he inspired his little brother, even though his pops was shitting on him. He just, I have nothing to complain about in that whole movie. It was like, I have no complaints for anything. It was a great movie. I would say perfect, but like, I mean, it's like they were on a train. Like, honestly, like, it would have been cool if they deadass like traveled and like a big ass story involved, but like they made a lot out of that little ass like situation. Like, they honestly, like, if that shit happened in the middle of the season, that shit would have probably been like 3 episodes. They did a thing, bro. If you enjoyed this video, or you like Demon Slayer, or you like anime, or you like me talking about anime, click the like button. Make sure to comment below what you want to see me talk about next. If y'all enjoyed me talking about shit, so I could definitely do that. Maybe get into current events if y'all fucking with that. You know what I mean? News, anime reviews. Like, bro, I can do it all, bro. Like, y'all don't even know half about me. Y'all just see what I edit and put out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Make sure to like the video, share with y'all friends if you smiled or enjoyed. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Keep it in his body, hold on. Hop in the back of the coupe, yeah, that bitch gon' tie me, hold on. That ride go motherfucker soon, yeah, bitch can't stop me, hold on. Yeah. Got that whole rollin' backwoods. I'ma smoke that gas, I don't feel good. Cause I dropped that back off in my boyhood. Shit, all she gotta do is call.